You're watching the OPGA SPOTCAST.
Hey everybody, Dominic Marconi here, Executive Director of the Oregon chapter of the Pacific Northwest section. Today I'm here with Anthony Wick, who's the PGA Associate Director of Golf at Claremont Golf Club. Anthony, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Dom. Appreciate it.
Hey, so I know the weather's pretty sunny out right now, but what's it like over in your neighborhood?
Hold on, let me stand by. Okay, so what we got going on over here today is we got beautiful sunny skies throughout the next couple days. You know, it's gorgeous out right now, beautiful golf weather. I think everybody should get out and play a little bit more golf, regardless of what is happening right now.
That's fantastic. Thanks for sharing that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so really, you know, when we do these spotcasts, we just kind of want to be loose and ask some questions and, you know, kind of give everybody an opportunity to know who you are.
Yeah.
The first question we always like to start off with is what was it for you that made you want to become a PGA professional?
So for me, it's something that has always been, it's part of my life, you know, growing up, but I kind of knew at an early age, I wanted to be involved in golf. You know, I think as we grow up, we want to be players. We want to be, as we're playing the game of golf, I want to be a professional golfer. I want to go out and play on tour. And, you know, as I started getting more into it, that's all I ever wanted to do was just play golf and be a golf pro. And, you know, as life kind of evolves and change, you go from professional golfer to golf professional. So I think that's at some point in high school is when it hit me. Probably right after graduation of high school is like, okay, I'm going to go to Arizona. I'm going to start becoming a golf professional. So enrolled into the PGM program there and kind of started the process of that, but always wanted to be involved in golf one way or another. There was really no other option for me.
Since we find ourselves, you know, sheltering in place, I know that golf in Oregon has been, you know, thriving and a lot of the golf courses are extremely busy. Tell us what's going on out at Claremont right now.
So, you know, it's been a weird time for us because, you know, with everything going on, golf is one of those things that everybody is figuring out that they can do outside. They can be socially distant. They can be safe from one another. One of the things that we're doing, you know, taking all the necessary precautions, we've removed all the rakes from the bunkers. We've put little pool noodles inside all of the cups. To prevent people from touching inside the cups. The flags are staying in the hole. We raise the cups up on the putting green, and you know that's staying busy right now. I've increased the separation of our tee times by 15 minutes to help promote social distancing. That's one of those things where it's been we're open from 7:30 to 5 to the general public, and over the last 3 weeks, I would say we've been stacked from open to close every single day with foursomes. But the nice part is we're not sending foursomes out. People want to split up. That 15-minute separation really helps people to go as 2 and 2 if they choose to do so. So we've been very busy. We're not renting carts. We're not renting pull carts or anything like that just to keep my staff safe. That's more of a staffing issue. So, you know, and that's one of those things where it's a social responsibility that we have and that I have to keep my people safe and to keep my residents and my players safe. So we just chose not to rent carts or anything that can be touched by the people and is hard to manage and be cleaned, you know, really sanitized.
You know, in your spotlight that we just published, you know, I see you have Robert Clark Sr. mentioned as a mentor of yours.
Yeah.
I've never met him, but I've talked to him on the phone. But share with us and everybody kind of, you know, what he meant to you and how he's kind of helped you get to where you are.
So Mr. Clark, I'll get chastised for calling him Robert. That happened a long time ago, and I never made that mistake again. So he, at the very beginning of kind of for me, he founded the Portland Youth Golf Association, which was the program that really introduced me to life lessons in the game of golf. It was kind of the first tee before it was the first tee. And he was always the one who really pushed me and taught me. And he's not just been a golf coach, but he's been a life coach for me since probably 12 years old. So he's always been around in my life. And, you know, every now and then we still have conversations, checks in here and there. You know, he's down in Alabama now, so I don't get to see him very much. But growing up, he was the one who really, out at Heron Lakes at the back of the range, a couple of days a week, just really driving the golf game for us. And then, he kind of took me under his wing over the years and, kind of guided me on my path to where I'm at today, for sure.
So I found myself, during these times, I listen to various podcasts, and I've been listening to the one with Colt Knost and his buddy Drew Stoltz. And, they always ask, all of their guests, a few questions. And I just want to steal a page out of their book. But, what is one thing right now your wife would say just bugs her about times?
Right now, well, one of the things for sure is I'm working more. I'm actually at the golf course a lot more. So I think with the course being busy, me being gone a little bit more, I wouldn't say it bugs her. She's such an amazing person right now, and she's handling so much of this. She's got such a demanding job. So we're fortunate enough to where she's able to work from home. It's really tough because me being gone so much right now, and then the kids being home, she's taking on a lot of the homeschooling. So I think probably I'm going to throw myself under the bus here a little bit, not helping her as much as I probably should be doing with schoolwork and when I get home from work and stuff like that. Carter is 7 and he's smart beyond smart. And so he takes a lot of attention to get his schoolwork done. And, we have a 1-year-old. He turns 1 on Monday, the 4th. So he takes a lot of attention too. So, being more attentive to that is probably something that bugs her, is that I could be better at that for sure. Me being so focused at the course and at work right now. But she's such an amazing person handling all this right now. So,
What is your favorite sports team?
Oh, that's, the Oregon City Raptors are probably, that's my kid's soccer team. Trailblazers, diehard Trailblazer fan, have been for years, and missing it a lot right now.
So as a big Blazer fan, who is your favorite Blazer of all time?
Of all time? Honestly, Brandon Roy is up there. Really one of the best, I think the greatest Trailblazer of all time, honestly, right now is Dame. I don't think there's much of an argument there. Looking back, I think, Clyde the Glide, definitely loved him. One of I think the city favorites, kind of underrated, but I absolutely loved him, was Sabonis. The way that big man moved and handled the ball. He's someone that I really like, but Dame and CJ, those guys together right now, I really like the group. I really like when Nurk came on board. Really good. I was really heartbroken when the whole team kind of broke up a few years ago when LaMarcus left and Iron Man Matthews left. All these guys, they kind of split up and Dame stuck around. I was like, oh man, we got to rebuild. But it worked out pretty good.
Do you cook at all?
So yes and no. My wife has taught me to cook a couple meals. I make a mean macaroni and cheese from scratch. I don't do box stuff unless I'm in a hurry. Do Instapot, spaghetti. I think most dads, pasta is a go-to. So that's the easiest one to not really mess up. So I don't really cook. My wife is an amazing cook. This is body by wife right here. So she is a phenomenal cook.
My go-to is breakfast burritos. So
that's my morning one. You can ask Carter. That's if I'm home with them, I'm making breakfast burritos. That is my go. I grill them and I put them on I get a little sear on them. Oh yeah, there's gourmet.
Well, Anthony, I appreciate you taking the time to hang with us today and
thanks for having me.
Share with everybody a little bit about who you are and what
Absolutely.
You do. Awesome. All right, Anthony, appreciate you.
All right, Pro. Thank you.
Thanks for watching the OPGA Spotcast.